Hey guys, hope you're doing well today. Gonna do the most missed questions on your last assignment here. And then you guys are gonna take a quiz today. I hope it goes well. And anyhow, here we go. Um, so 8-1 additional practice number 3. This is the one I gave out on Tuesday for you guys to do. So find the value of x. Okay, notice it's not a 30, 60, 90 or 45, 45, 90. So what we got to do is just use a straight out Pythagorean theorem equation on it. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. That's the name of this lesson. All right, so c is the hypotenuse, which is 8 in this case. We can call a 6. So we have 6 squared plus b squared equals 8 squared. So that would be 36 plus b squared, which is b squared, and 8 squared is 64. All right, so if we take 36 and we subtract 64, or actually we're taking 64 minus 36, we get 27. All right, scratch that. I think that's 28. Whoops, try that again, Mr. Yakko. 28. Okay, now it says simplify your answer, type an answer using radicals as needed. So what we have to do here is simplify. Now our answer is not 28. We have to take the square root of both sides first. Okay, so b is equal to the square root of 28. But that is not simplified, okay? When you simplify radicals, you divide by any perfect, not dividing, you split it into perfect squares, okay, and you take out any perfect squares. So let's see, what are the perfect squares less than 28? 25, 16, 9, 4. Can you split 28 into any of those? Yes. Okay, so you got to do this. This is what it means by simplify radicals. It says using radicals. I guess it doesn't say there it goes, simplify. Okay, this is a radical, yeah, but it's not simplified. It's not simplified until you take out all the perfect square factors. Okay, square root of 4 is 2. The square root of 7 stays stuck underneath the radical. All right, so anytime you have a pretty big number underneath a radical, you should try to split it up into a perfect square. Okay, one of these ones that you can actually do the square root of, and a non-perfect square. All right, so there you go. There's the correct answer for the missing side. All right, let's look at this next one here. It has to deal with a chopstick. What is the side length of the smallest square plate? We have a 30 centimeter chopstick. Okay, so let me draw out my chopstick on here. It's 30 centimeters. Okay, and for you guys that don't know, squares have rectangles. No, squares are rectangles. Squares have rectangles. Squares have 90-degree angles. It's very late here. You can tell I am going crazy. All right, so what we got to do here is realize that squares have this interesting property that the diagonals bisect the angles. Okay, so that makes this a 45, 45, 90 triangle. Okay, this is actually true in rhombuses. In rhombuses, a square is a type of rhombus. So anyways, we have a 45, 45, 90 triangle. And then if you remember in a 45, 40, 90 triangle, okay, so if we have S and we multiply it by the square root of 2, we get the hypotenuse. Okay, equals the hypotenuse. And that's always true in a 45, 45, 90 triangle. So here our hypotenuse is 30. Okay, and we have S times the square root of 2. So anytime you want to find the short side, you are dividing. Okay, so we're taking the hypotenuse divided by the square root of 2. Grab your calculator and round it. So 30 divided by the square root of 2. And there we go, 21.2, nearest tenth. And that is the smallest square plate in which this chopstick would fit. Okay. All right, so last thing here on your quiz, question number 5, you need to use this formula right here. has to do with the area of a trapezoid. And it's actually a pretty easy formula. You just add the two bases together, divide it by 2, because you're averaging the bases. Basically like getting the length, okay? But it's an average length because you have 2 different size lengths. And then you multiply it by the height of the trapezoid. Okay? And then you're doing that in this problem, which is a little bit more tricky, but the key to this all is, yeah, you have a trapezoid, and you need to figure out the one side of the trapezoid. And in order to figure out that side, you have to figure out BC first. And, well, BC is a right triangle, and we learned all about right triangles in this lesson. So, anyways, that's it. Have a great day, guys. Praying for y'all. Bye-bye.